Hey guys, this is Felipe,
Hey, this is Buddha.
and our guest today is Greg.
Hey guys, I'm Greg.
He's coming to us from a company called Paletas. And Greg's going to tell us a little bit about what his company does and how it all started.
Yeah, man. Hi, I'm Greg. I'm Protein Paletas. What it is, it's pretty much a high protein ice cream that's on a stick. I came up with it, after a CrossFit WOD. You know how it is. You're smoked, you're tired, you're hot, you're drained, you're laying on the floor. And at the time, I wanted something cold. I wanted something delicious. I was eating Greek yogurt at the time, and that is an after workout, and that wasn't cutting it. So I'm not feeling this. I wanted an ice cream, but I didn't want to wreck my diet. So started listening to God and the universe. It's like, hey, dummy, there's an idea for you right here. Why don't you do something with it? So I went home, pretty much mixed up the macros. Once I kind of got the macros where I wanted them, my metric was whether my kids would eat it or not.
Yeah.
And when they're like, hey, Dad, this is pretty good. Can I get another? It's like, okay, I'm onto something.
It's a good measurement right there. Kids will eat it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, because we're adults. We'll eat anything. We'll put it in our body if we're told it's healthy. But kids won't, and they'll let you know, hey, Dad, this is good or this isn't good. So that's been kind of my metric, and away we went, huh? And that's kind of the beginning. And that's how it started. I work with mostly gyms. I created and designed it as an after workout. It's a bunch of protein. It's kind of balanced though with the carbs. It's got some fats in it too. Because after you work out, your body is primed for that nutrient uptake. Best time to get it is boom after you work out. So get one and go.
How many flavors do you have?
Right now, I've got 7 different flavors, man. I've got I started with strawberry. I've got strawberry. I've got chocolate. I've got a dark chocolate. I've got a cappuccino. Key lime pie. That one took me 35 times to get it right. It was
Sounds delicious.
It's amazing. It's amazing. I've got an orange. Just last week came out with a vanilla. Finally,
Okay.
That one blew my mind. I was like, yes, vanilla. I was kind of but it came out really well.
That's usually the first one they come out with, the plain
I know.
vanilla. That's funny.
Ain't nobody got time for that. And I also have a vegan one as well. That one's called the Peytonberry. It's I kind of got off my ass and really made that one because I wanted something really, really clean. And my coach, Billy Colley at CrossFit Terrell, his daughter is suffering from autoimmune disorder. So she really needed something really, really clean to keep in her body. So man, kids need ice cream, and that's not fair. So let's make something that's good for her. So I went with that one too.
And right now, the stores that carry your product, if somebody wanted to get it.
Yeah, like I said, you can find them all on the website at proteinpaletas.com. There's a little slash there where to find us. The stores we're at Total Nutrition, which right there at Greenville and Mockingbird in the middle of Dallas. We're at Ultimate Nutrition off of 78 in Wiley, and a bunch of gyms and some dojos around the Metroplex.
And you said you started that as a like an after workout. Did you see like certain type of results, gains from this, or what's been your personal?
My experience? Mm-hmm. Sure, absolutely. It has helped me. I've really about that time also started to monitor really and track how much protein I'm getting in every day. And found that I wasn't even close. The kind of the range they want is 0.8 on the small end to 1.5 grams per body weight. I'm right around 180, and when I started tracking, I realized, hey, I'm way low. I was around 140, 150, and I thought I was doing well. So just by throwing that one in, boom, I'm able to hit those macro goals. I feel better. It's cold. It's delicious. It's better than eating just another bar that you're tired of, or just another shake that isn't as flavorful.
Whenever you do you said your macros, you follow like a paleo, you follow like a zone, you follow like what type of?
I follow more the zone, the 40, 20-20. I'm sorry, is that right? I'm not real good with math. But,
right.
but when I started, I was on the zone and did that. I was pretty hardcore with that for a while and got not so much to lose weight per se, but I just wanted my performance to go up. I wanted to get faster. And in doing so, I lost a lot of weight as well, which is kind of as a sidebar. Life happened, I changed how to change at work, and anyway, so I fell off of that. So now I pretty much just kind of try to eat as rounded as I can, and I follow the protein intake.
The amount of protein that's in the bars is ranging.
It ranges from 10 on the small end for the vegan one, up to 31 on the like for the vanilla.
So that would be pretty good for a bodybuilder.
Oh, it's kind of good for everyone. I've also got and they kind of go back and forth depending on the content. But most of them I try to get a good balance. Like my strawberry, the first one I started with, it's got 24 grams of protein in it, 26 carbs. It's also got some fat in there as well. So you're satiated when you eat it. You're not like, hey, I just ate this and now I'm still hungry. But you've got some good energy coming into your body. You got some building blocks in your body, and away you go.
With the Open coming up here in the next, is it this week? Next week? Next week. I'm pretty sure a lot of these gyms would. I mean, it would benefit them if you came out to their locations. If they wanted to get a hold of you, what's the best way to get a hold of you?
Yeah, absolutely. Carrier pigeon. I'm a big fan of carrier pigeon.
Okay.
But if you don't have one of those, and I'm good with that too,
right?
Hit me up on email, greg@proteinpaletas.com. You can find it on the website. You can send us an email there on the contact form. We're on Facebook, Protein Paletas. You can, Facebook messages. We're on Instagram as Proletas, which is kind of the shorter version of Protein Paletas, just put it together. Easier to say. But man, I'd love to come out, meet some more people, cheer on the athletes. The workouts are always a grueling time, but you really get to see a lot of heart. You get to see a lot of people just really push through. It's good times. It's fun.
Now, Protein Paletas, where did this name come from?
Sure, absolutely. Protein, obviously, because it's kind of the main component in these. And paletas is it's a nod of the head to my heritage. It's on my dad's side. A paleta is a Mexican ice cream on a stick, kind of like a popsicle. The literal translation is, paleta means little stick, which I didn't know that until I started researching it all. So that's how that came out. Your
vision is to go globally, nationally, or just stay in Texas?
Man, my vision, really, honestly, my brother is to go to nationwide. I don't know about global yet. I'm still trying to expand my horizons on that one. But starting here in DFW, I've got some gyms, out in Abilene. I've got one in Austin. I'm gonna start moving out, beyond here, start from the city, move regionally, eventually move out, nationwide.
How long have you guys been?
We've been around for about 2.5 years. Yeah, this will be year number 3. The first year we a bunch of learning curves, a bunch of just trying to figure it out. The second year, or before that, my wife and I were kind of talking because this is just our deal, our side hustle, and talking to her, saying, "Well, baby, we got to make a decision. Do we push this up, or do we stop?" She said, "Let's go." So we did. We hustled it up. I guess on a growth factor, we grew 600%, which was pretty amazing. In reality, we went from 7 gyms to having 40, which is cool. It was cool. I like to get out. I like to meet the other people. This year, it's more of the same. Got to get out and meet some more people, get in some more gyms. Just get protein ice cream out to the world.
Yeah, I mean, I love the idea.
Yeah, for sure. We all like Paletas, especially being here in Texas. You see the guy pushing the cart. So
absolutely.
A lot of people are familiar with what they are.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Dude, we need to get your ice cream in his little cart. That would be funny and ironic at the same time. Yeah, when I first saw your logo I'm always, looking through Facebook and just networking whatever I can, and I saw it pop up one time. When I saw Protein Paletas, I was like, man, that's a Spanish word. Let me look at this. And then I was like, that'd be badass if I could invite these guys, to one of my functions. and unfortunately, we still haven't been able to hook up. But I mean,
But we're starting right now. This is the first step.
hey, like me and Buddha always say, God's got, He's got a vision and path for everybody. He's got a plan for everybody, and sometimes it's not meant to be at other times, and maybe the time is now. Who knows?
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, this is a good idea, and a lot of people in softball, they work out. Like even Yaya, she's here locally, and Mariah, she's on part of the women's softball and fitness group. So I'm gonna definitely try to get her to check your product out.
Thanks.
Different girls, they love games. The guys too, you'll see them in gyms. Everyone loves the gym selfies,
Right.
the posts. So it's something different for y'all to try out, especially like I said, getting hot.
Yeah.
Even then at
And
4 tournaments after league, everyone was going on. You get to the house, and there you go.
Right. Yeah, I mean, the other thing I thought about is, some of my friends, they coach and they teach the select ball, and I know you guys are there all weekend long.
Yeah.
And, it is, you start one game in the morning, and if it goes long, if it goes short, I mean,
Yeah.
you've got like a real short window to get something to eat. You don't want to get in. I know how it is, man, with kids. You love them to death, but you don't want to send them up to the concession stand to get, a chili cheese dog and some nachos for your next game, man. Because you know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
They're going to, it's going to be
That's it.
slow, or they're going to throw up.
Yep, they're gonna taint. It's like when we play, like we're playing adults, like slow pitch softball. They always want to go eat at this one restaurant, Gonzalez in Oak Cliff, and I'm like, I cannot eat heavy Mexican food. We have to play in
Those are
2
amazing,
hours.
man. They got those big fat.
Yeah, you
tortillas.
ate there
Oh,
before.
yeah.
It's good food. I'm like, we play in 2 hours. I was like, what are y'all?
They're going to be sleepy.
They're like, why'd you just get a burger? I was like, no fries or nothing. I was like, I just want some carbs, protein, the cheese, and we're done. I was like, y'all go ahead and eat a pound of beans and 80 tortillas and
Yeah, man.
watch y'all dragging
Yeah.
butt out there in the outfield and I'm pointing and laughing.
You get limited to one basket of chips, guys. Just one.
Now, whenever you make these paletas, like myself, I'm lactose intolerant. Is like what are some of the
Yeah,
ingredients?
sure, no worries. I try to make them keep the ingredients and the recipe as simple as possible. So I use a whey protein isolate. One, because it's the highest quality there.
Right.
It's got almost all the lactose taken out, and it's made for a better and quicker digestibility. I'll use half and half as well. Just as a nice cream to kind of thicken it up and give it that creaminess taste. Depending on what it is, like the key lime pie, I use lime juice to sweeten it or to flavor it. Strawberry, I use like the strawberry, like a real strawberry and some strawberry extract. Chocolate, I use the cocoa powder. I sweeten it with regular natural sugar. I don't use any sugar alcohols. I don't use any sugar substitutes. I don't use anything that's that doesn't come from the earth.
Okay.
Because I want it to be get into your body the way it's supposed to. I want it to be as easily digestible, and I don't want your gut to start having problems. So that's kind of my keep it as simple and as natural as you can, while still giving somebody the benefit of the extra protein boost.
Right. Man, that sounds like something I need in my life.
I got some right here, man.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to testing it.
Absolutely.
So it looks like we got a couple of questions that came. I don't know if they're exactly... All right. Well, this is going to be a weird one. First question somebody's asking from one of our fans is, are you a boxer or brief guy? All right. Let's start with Greg. What's your preference?
I will be honest with you. I've been a boxer guy for years, until just recently when skinny jeans came in and they just kind of put. No, I'm just kidding.
They wad up around the thighs.
They wad up, and I was like, man, my huge thighs don't work. No, I'm a boxer man. I'm a boxer man. Boxer briefs are nice too if they're made of a nice cut, nice silky. That's amazing stuff.
Boo?
The boxer briefs, like, can't do the straight da-dun-da-duns, the Hulk Hogan. I gotta have some breathing room, but the boxers, see, like you were saying, they bunch up.
They wad up.
They wad up.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Makes you know you're in a thong.
Yeah, basically, pretty much. And then they rip
Please let me
easier.
not see that.
Like playing ball out there, like, every now and then I'll make an amazing catch and I'll just hear my 20. So with the boxer briefs, you know, they got a little more stretch.
Right.
To a little more give.
So, man, I can't believe I'm going to tell the story.
About the time you were in China at Meccano's?
No, not that one. Sort of.
That might be episode number the next one.
So,
the blooper reel.
Oh, man.
when I first came back from the military, it's, I was gone for 5 years, and, times changed.
Yeah.
So when I came back, I got a job as a personal trainer at Ballet Total Fitness. When I got there, I'm still kind of introducing myself to everybody, like, hey, I'm Felipe. And at first, I had that military, just demeanor, and everybody was like, don't talk to that guy, he's ready to kick your ass.
That's boot camp.
But then I tried to introduce myself, like, hey, I'm a really good guy, I just want to make work. I'm all business, but when I'm off, it's party time. And they invited me to a pool party. So when I go to the pool party, guys are dancing, music's going. Well, all of a sudden, I see two of the trainers get to the pool, and they take off their shorts, and they're in a thong. And they're out there, doing the Magic Mike. And I got my below-the-knee swim shorts, and I'm out there shaking my hips, and I'm getting no love, no attention. All the girls are by the guys with the thongs. And I'm like,
Come on now.
I'm pretty fit. Can I get some love over here? Nothing. Not even a peep. Okay, so I learned. Guys with thongs that are fit are the ones that get the attention.
Okay.
So I went back, and everybody discussed it. We discussed this in the what's that called? The vitamin shop. And I'm like, dude, those girls weren't even looking at us. He's like, dude, we gotta get thongs. And I'm like, and I'm thinking, like, where does a guy?
Nothing good can come from this.
Where does a guy get a thong? Like, I don't know anything about this. So one day he goes to the store and he comes back, and he's not gonna put them on, but he thinks I'm gonna put them on. So he's like, dude, I bought you a pack of thongs. And I'm like,
And this was pre-internet too, right? Yeah,
yes, no social media, no Facebook, thank God.
Amazon.
America Online, that was about it.
Some
So
dial-up.
Yeah.
next time we go to a pool party, I got these little eye patch looking things, and I put it on. We go to the pool party, but this time the guys didn't break it out. And I was like, I'm wearing this uncomfortable thing under my swim shorts for that just in case moment that we're gonna break it out, and it didn't happen. Okay, that's cool. So another time we go out to a bar in West End, and everybody's dancing, and they have these cages in this bar. Well, all of a sudden those trainers get in there, and they tear off their pants, and they're in their thongs in the cage, and I'm like, I didn't wear my thong. I missed my moment again. Shit. Damn. I got it. I wasn't ready. So time goes on, and this time I'm wearing my thong under my pants, just in case it happens. So we got to break out the Magic Mike moment. It didn't happen. But we go to this club in Meccano's, and everybody's dancing, everybody's breaking it out, and I get in this dance battle, and this guy's killing me. He's pop locking, dropping, and doing all this. I'm in the middle of it, like, doing all this. He's kicking my butt. Oh yeah? Breakaway pants! Next thing you know, I'm in my thong. Alcohol, of course, played a huge factor in this.
These things happen.
So, I got my shirt, my thong, my boots. It was a sight to see. So, that's my thong moment.
I guess that lends us to the question, Felipe. What's on right now?
So the boxer brief, I'm more of a brief guy now. The thongs are old. You'll never see that day come back. That was a phase.
Challenge accepted.
But yeah, I just I feel comfortable wearing briefs. The thigh briefs. I like
That's
to
the
keep
ones
it
that
compact.
compact enough, still some breathing.
Keep the boys running.
Right. I don't need no kettlebell swinging down there. So,
But on that too, like I got to get my dad since it's a 20 thing. So like last weekend, we're playing in a co-ed tournament in Rowlett, and they bring my other bag. They're like, here. I was like, that's not the bag. I have my roller bag, but I have a backpack that we keep the balls in. I'm like, no, that's my other clothes. They're like, you brought a whole nother set of clothes. So I'm like, yeah. They said, like, a few of them laughed like you did, like, So my dad, he's always roasting on me. Even the other day, the girl posted pictures of us BP, and he's making fun of me, talking about that's a big picture. I'm like, all right. He takes a picture with a guy who's about 6'6", is a black dude, and I'm talking about the dude's probably about 400 pounds. He's a cook at a restaurant. He says, I just wanted to take a picture with my son. So I'm like, all right, you're like...
All right.
So he's always on me. So I've got to get you now here on my show and make sure that I'm going to tag you the way you know. So they see the extra close. So like a few of the people have been playing me a while. They kind of did the smile like you. So what brings it up too, we're actually playing at Softball World this weekend in Euless. So it's been open for years. I go with my dad to watch him play there as a kid, but he tells the story. He's like, one time they were drinking the night before and he got choro the next day, which is diarrhea. So he said the beer, diarrhea, like, you know, from drinking too much. So he said he tries to stretch out a single into a double. He does it. But when he slides into second, it came a little loose. So he got up, act like he pulled a hamstring. They get the sub in. He runs to the restroom. He looks, and sure enough, he squirted on himself. So he said he gets his underwear, wipes himself off, gets underwear, throws them away, runs to the pro shop, and buys another pair of shorts. Back then, they used to wear them coaching shorts. Remember what I'm talking about? The short ones, super tight. Our cousin Weddle's dad, our cousin Choche used to always wear.
Coach shorts.
Yeah, the coach's shorts. So he went and bought another pair that looked just like it. He didn't have no extra underwear. So he said he was all like raw from So when I started playing, I was like, you know what? I don't drink no more. But back when I was younger, when I first started, just like everybody else, a lot of slow pitch softball, a lot of drinking goes on. So I was like, you know what? They say the apple don't fall far from the tree. I said, but I'm smarter than him. I was going to bring an extra bag of clothes.
Just in case.
But just to know it never happened to me. So I guess in this sense that, in that aspect of softball, performance-wise, you were better, but not doo-dooing on yourself, I one-upped you on there. So I had to put you on blast. Because you're always getting me, have to get you on the show. So everybody that sees it, next time you see my dad, just ask him about his softball world sliding the second story.
Isn't there like a song that goes diarrhea? If you're sliding in the first,
You feel something better. He was sliding in the second. Maybe he's the one who made it up.
The moral of the story is don't be without a thong, don't be without some extra chonies.
At your softball tournament. Don't be that guy. Don't be a big Robert over there.
You stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. What are your thoughts on cougars? Thumbs up or thumbs down? I'm assuming they're talking about the older females and not the...
Mountain lions that attack joggers.
Right.
In Colorado, right? In Denver?
Yeah.
I'm not for sure where it was. I know it was in Colorado. But they, I seen a meme with that actually. It said the actual picture of the jogger. Because he killed it with his bare hands and it was Chuck Norris, like jogging.
Cougars. You know what? I'm not going to hate. I cannot show any hate. I got to show love to everybody. And if an older female wants to date or, I guess, hang out with a younger individual, they got my 2 thumbs up. I mean, that's my personal opinion. What are your thoughts?
Yeah.
Big fan.
Age isn't...
Yeah, I'm kind of aged out of the cub range. I'm not really there. Married anyway. But hey, find love wherever you're gonna find it.
Yeah, for sure. Especially like guys, a woman. They're just different ways. Usually, I know a lot of younger girls like older guys because they're more mature. Because you think about to your 21, 22, 24-year-old self, and like a lot of the people I play ball with, they're a lot younger than I am, so that's why I kind of tell them like some of these guys aren't ready yet. And so a lot of the older women, especially like the cougars, a lot of them are coming out of relationships, so they're just trying to have a good time. So
Yeah, they want to go dancing.
Yeah.
Some of us older guys just can't keep up anymore.
They want to drink and have fun all night, and then young dudes are full of energy. I know that, like a lot of people, I tell my friends that all the time. I'm like, I'm 36, gonna be 37. The oldest person on my team usually is like 26. Majority of them are from 20 to 24. So I'm like, y'all know I'm old, right? I'm like, I can do it maybe once in a while, but y'all dudes, y'all are saving all my energy for the field.
Gotta focus, man.
Yeah.
All the things you learn with experience.
We used to drink all night, go to sleep at 4, be up at 6, play at 8, and just go. Now it's like I even think about doing that. I already died.
Yeah. Quick turnarounds aren't as much fun anymore.
Let's see. The next question: which would you benefit more from, cryotherapy or sauna therapy, such as a hot tub? All right. Are you guys familiar with?
My friend does like a infrared sauna. She's JV, the one I always talk about a lot.
Okay.
Play with you. I haven't looked much into it. That cryotherapy, that's the one where it's cold, right?
Yeah,
I've done that before.
Did it work for you? Couldn't really tell.
I'm like, as big as I am and as old as I am, I don't really get too many injuries. Usually it's from dehydration, from playing on the turf fields like in the summer.
Those get
Let's
hot.
say 96 degrees, at least 10 degrees heavy. So then I'm playing men's, coaching women's, playing co-ed. So I was like continuing. I'm hydrating. Sometimes it don't work. Pickle juice usually does wonders for us, Gatorade. But when I did the cryotherapy, I did it with my friend Destiny. Mm-hmm. She made me take her up there. Like, she didn't have her car, so she said to pick her up here on a Friday, and I was actually her Uber for the rest of the day, driving Miss Destiny around. But I did it once, and it seemed well for me. Like, kind of helped.
So, have you done it?
I haven't.
Okay.
I've sat in the sauna before. I understand the benefits of the cryotherapy, kind of like an ice bath and all. Man, I'm a tropical people, bro. I don't like the cold.
Got it.
Same way.
Personally.
So here's the thing. Since I've done studies on both cryotherapy and through infrared sauna and your traditional sauna. So the studies are, so it comes down to the question on, they both have different benefits. Okay, so it's not really which one would have a better benefit. It just depends what you're looking for. So studies have shown, and they've done it like out in Finland and Sweden in the last 20 years, because they're really big into saunas, but they use more like of the old outhouse type saunas that are out in the cold where they have the ice in the hole in the ice. What the studies have shown is if you do at least the temperature has to be at about 160 to 170 degrees for the sauna to really work. 3 times a week have shown that it helps with dementia and Alzheimer's. And what it's shown is when the body heats up, you build a tolerance, but you also have what are called heat shock proteins that are in your brain. So I want you to think of it like this. If you were to put, let's just say butter in a cup, and when it turns cold, that butter kind of hardens up. And to get rid of that butter, you got to heat it up, and then it'll kind of.
Yeah.
Well, I want you to think of that as we have fat in our body, and as time goes on, our body stays at about 98, regular temperature. A lot of the fat that we have in our body goes to our head through the years, and a lot of it will clump up. Make sense? And in order to heat shock it or to get rid of some of that fat, your body has to get really hot, which is where high intensity exercise helps because your body kind of overheats. But instead of going through that, some people will sit in the sauna to heat up that body because your body's still getting hot. And whenever your body gets hot, your body, in return as a self-defense mechanism, has to cool down, which requires energy, which is what makes you perspire. So it does help with that. It helps release of toxins, which I've explained in a previous video. In order to release toxins, it's through perspiration, through sweat coming out your pores, urination, and of course, pooping it out. So the sauna would help release sweat through your pores, and also your heart rate will go up, which means you'll get some benefits of the cardiovascular.
The system works still more.
Right. So you are going to burn some calories because your body has to require energy to cool down. It'd be like if you sat in a car and you idled it. The car doesn't necessarily have to move if you push on the gas. Yeah. It's going to rev up that engine. So your engine is going to rev up when you sit in a sauna. Now, the cryotherapy, on the other hand, is contraction. Everything compresses together as if you were to put water in a freezer. It becomes hard as ice. Cryotherapy, on the other thing, is your body has two types of fat. You have what's called brown adipose tissue, and you have what's called white adipose tissue. White adipose tissue is what we all normally carry around. Brown adipose tissue is when an infant is first born, they have that baby fat. Well, a lot of that is what's called brown fat. And as they get older, it becomes white fat. Now, your body loves to burn brown fat a lot faster than white fat. So the theory is when you get inside a cryotherapy, very cold temperature, that white fat will turn into brown fat. And in those, because you won't stay in the cryotherapy very long, it'll be like a minute or two. But that conversion of white fat to brown fat is that energy that you'll feel. When you come out like, damn, I feel good. So what it is for example, if you couldn't, before the cryotherapy, which was only invented in the 70s, so there's really not as much study as cryotherapy as there is sauna therapy. But the theory is if you were to stand outside in the cold like Alaska, and when you stand out in the cold and you get that shiver, like, that's your body having to heat up. Make sense? So when you go in the cold, the defense mechanism, the body's like, okay, we got to turn up the temperature in order to stay at 98 degrees. And that shiver is where it converts. You're starting to convert white adipose tissue into brown adipose tissue in order to get that energy. So I probably went like this to a lot of people out there.
Now, I've heard with cryo, it's also good for, like after a really good, solid, hard workout, it kind of keeps everything tight and freezes it, kind of like an ice bath, to help you with, your soreness and your stuff the next day and inflammation. Is that kind of true, or do you know? Yeah,
so again, if you get an injury, there's the old acronym, PRICE or RICE, depending which time frame you went through, where you're going to rest, ice, compress, elevate. So what you're going to do is you're going to compress, and ice helps contract the muscle. But when it releases, it's when the blood flows. And when the blood flows is when that injury or that muscle will receive nutrients. So if an individual is inflamed, it keeps that blood flow from flowing. So a lot of times if you eat turmeric or implement ginger into your diet, it helps kind of reduce that inflammation. But a lot of people use cryotherapy or another sort to kind of push those nutrients. Is they'll say either do some sort of dynamic stretching or exercise, such as explosion, to push that blood. Or you can do what some people do is called voodoo wrapping or foam rolling, because basically you're pushing to help stop that inflammation. But yeah, it's all about pushing those nutrients. So if an individual works out, let's just say you go hardcore legs Monday and Tuesday, some people feel it 48 hours later, you're just like stiff and you can't move. It's all about moving in order to flush that blood flow, push those nutrients into those torn fibers in the muscle. That's the theory.
Gotcha.
But yeah, hopefully that answered whoever's question that was about the cryotherapy and the sauna. If I blew your head, then shoot me another message and I'll make an actual video of explaining that. Something I also saw today that's popping up in the lakes with the summer coming up is these
paddle boats,
boat floaties.
What?
Yeah. Oh, okay. It's a float. I thought there was one there at Town Lake in McKinney. It's a paddle boat.
Oh, I know what you're
like
talking about.
a swan.
But
I forgot who had one last year. I seen them actually post one like that. And it's pretty cool.
Yeah, you can
It's the
fit.
size of a bounce house.
Man. Yeah, so they got some different ones. And they actually got
a boat one.
For the baller on a budget.
Man, I just feel sorry if that thing gets a hole in it.
Well, don't go in deep water, y'all. Don't go in real deep water.
You will be SOL.
That's like fun though. Good idea for the lake.
Yeah, just tow it out there behind the pontoon.
Yeah. Oh, so I meant to say on the sauna, the difference between an infrared and a dry sauna is the infrareds will actually use those light bulbs to heat up. Now, from what I've looked at, is the infrareds do get hotter, There hasn't been as much study on the infrared as there has been the dry sauna. So I really couldn't say much about the infrared. I know you can sweat a lot more because of the heat, but I don't know if there's much of a difference.
She said it helps her with her allergies too. Like it opens up. So
Oh, yeah.
breathe.
Well, like if you add like eucalyptus,
Yeah.
of course, into the dry sauna. Some people add peppermint, so it's definitely going to give you that kind of vapor Vicks, clearing you out.
Yeah, because she swears by it. But
Oh, I love it. I feel phenomenal.
I'm old school Mexican. That sana colite de rana.
Right.
Boom, I'm back. So I don't really do much.
Juanita with the big vapor rub.
Yeah, just throw it on the chest, drink your Sprite, and you'll be good to go. Yeah, so that's pretty much all I got. If you guys want to reach Greg from Protein Paletas, his information is right here. And unless you got anything else.
I appreciate you having me out here, man.
Yeah,
It's been a
definitely.
blast.
Sure.
Good to meet you guys. Good to hang out. House fellowship.
Cool dude right here too.
Hey, I've got him fooled, so that's all that matters. We'll have some ice cream here after the fact.
Oh,
man.
did you have any of your product?
I've got some products here, man.
Maybe you
that-
want to show one?
Sure. You want one right now?
I
Can I help you out?
Yeah, that just kind of show them what it looks
Sure,
like.
absolutely.
The actual product. I didn't think about that.
Yeah, no worries.
Let's see what it looks like. Get them on the show.
Here's my first baby here. This is the strawberry right there.
That's the one, the beginner. That
That's
started
the
everything.
beginner. That started everything. I just redid the recipe. I went from just a basic. Make it run. I just went from a basic, off the shelf kind of protein powder to the whey protein isolate. So I was able to do it with put more protein, less ingredients. So for a better taste, a better you. Yeah, that one right there's got 26 grams of carbs.
That's good.
24 proteins. I think it's got 8 fats in it. But yeah, just real light, real amazing, in my opinion.
That is good.
Thank you.
Damn, that is
like,
good.
Usually you think protein tastes like cardboard. Like,
Right, man. No, I worked real hard, to make sure it doesn't have that vitamin, that aftertaste. My son calls it the bird seed taste. Not that I've ever bird seed, but that's a description. But yeah, like I said, the kids are the metric, man, so it's got to taste good.
Yeah, for sure. Y'all definitely need to.
Now you said the protein. Is there a certain brand protein like you use, or
Yeah, I use one. I buy it in bulk now. I mean, it's Amco proteins, but I mean, I've got them in 50-pound bags. Is the way they come in now. It's unflavored, so I got to work on getting the flavor in. But yeah, it's a whey protein isolate. So let me get the cleanest, most pure one I can. So your body can take it up. You're done with the workout. Let's get that protein back in the body. Replenish the muscles that you just tore down.
awesome? Well, I like it.
Thank you.
Damn, that was good. That was pretty damn good. Yeah, I'm getting a bite.
Come on, man. It's Valentine's Day. You're supposed to hold it up.
That's love right there.
I'm telling you.
All right, guys. I'm Felipe.
I'm Buddha.
And I'm Greg.
We'll see you.
If he could do it,
This isn't a movie.
he believed in himself. And you can too.
Oh man, you gonna put it on me like that?
You can do anything that you want. You can get singing lessons, get a better job, make more money. You could be even like rich. You could live in the White House someday. You could be president.
Me?
Do what you want to do.
You're a
It's not
man.
about it's not up to other people.
It's true.
It's up to you.